So as we creep into the evening and get ready for the Oscars, here are my predictions. I would say, by the way, just to draw a line under the lineker stuff, if I had been the Minister for Digital Culture, Media and Sport, or Culture, Media and Sport as she is now, Lucy Fraser, and if I had been the Home Secretary, Suella Braverman, or indeed the Prime Minister, I would have made every effort to make sure that the BBC did not perpetuate the idea put forward by Gary Lineker that, that there was any sort of resemblance between policies that I was putting forward and Germany in the 1930s, or indeed the Nazi Party. I would be very reluctant to see any attempt to silence the person who put forward that tweet. I would do everything in my power to make sure that he was not silenced. So I think suspending Gary Lineker, you could say that means that the government doesn't have very much power over the BBC. You could say that the government doesn't really know what it's doing. I know which interpretation I would follow. But here are my predictions for the Oscars. So for the best film, I think it will be Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. I think that's likely to win out over All Quiet on the Western Front. Avatar, I don't think really stands a chance. Top Gun is highly entertaining, but it's really not up to the first film, and it's certainly not up to Mission Impossible. Triangle of Sadness, no. Women Talking, no. The Fablemans deserves to win, but I'm afraid I don't think it's got enough traction. And Steven Spielberg deserves to win, but I don't think he's going to somehow. He deserved to win for West Side Story. There must come a point where he wins for one of these pictures, because he's producing so much good stuff. But I think it's more likely to be Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Now, you noticed that I didn't say anything about the Banshees. I think Colin Farrell is likely to win Best Actor. And as for Best Actress, I think that's likely to be Cate Blanchett. Why? Because it's her time. It's her time. Now, why again do I not think Brendan Fraser is likely to win for The Whale? Because he's already achieved so much in his comeback, and I don't think he needs the Oscar. Great film, perhaps a little on the earnest side. Colin Farrell, on the other hand, delivers a magnificent performance, magnificent in all respects. So that, I think, would be my assessment of who is going to win this evening. And I'd be very interested to know if you share my opinions. Andrea, the To Leslie person, I don't think she really stands a chance. But again, I think it's remarkable that a smaller film has even got a nomination. I think that should be something she should be very proud of. And I think Michelle Williams' performance in The Fablemans is simply spectacular. Spectacular. I loved every minute of it, but I don't think that it's enough to win out against Cate Blanchett. I think Cate Blanchett has got this one in the bag. So I'd be very interested to know what you think, and I'd be very interested to know what the Oscar people think and whether or not I am right. But there we are, sticking my neck on the line over this one. But then I've sort of stuck my neck on the line over Lineker as well. And as I say, I think if I had been in government, I would have done everything to make sure that Lineker was not silenced and was not suspended, because that is the action of a tyrannical state. And I'd also like to point out that some people, I think, haven't quite done their history, because we should never forget that the Nazi Party was a far left party. that it was not a far-right party. And I think some people in their rhetoric get these things confused. As I say, I think Lineker was probably wrong in what he said. He's right to draw attention to the 1930s. The language across Europe was extraordinarily xenophobic, and we did not do enough to help people who were fleeing persecution in this country and in others. And I hope that has changed, and I would like to see that change remain. To address the issue of migration, we need to find a global solution.